Today, we're diving into 15 post-apocalyptic games, or ones with similar themes, that we're excited to see more of. So, starting at number 15, we have Ashfall, is an upcoming third-person shooter that combines MMO elements with run-and-gun looter mechanics in a post-apocalyptic setting where AI has attacked humanity with nuclear weapons. Offering both PvE and PvP gameplay with soldiers, outposts, and mysteries, it shows potential, though early feedback is mixed. With support from major publisher NetEase, many are hopeful it'll be worth the wait. Next, at number 14, is Showa American Story, a bizarre, small-scale project with an unusual premise. Japan has taken over the US, and then a zombie apocalypse hits. You'll travel through a ruined countryside as a badass protagonist, taking on zombies with a mix of third-person melee and gun combat in an 80s B-movie-inspired world. It's quirky, and though we haven't seen many updates, we're hoping it delivers a unique post-apocalyptic experience. At number 13, Pioner, assuming that's how it's pronounced, is a first-person action MMORPG slated for 2024. There's some gameplay footage showing a blend of sci-fi and post-apocalyptic themes, reminiscent of Metro, but with a fantastical twist. If it nails the RPG elements, we could be looking at a solid experience featuring strange creatures, eerie abandoned landscapes, and cool enemy encounters. At number 12, we have Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, is a 2D survival game set in zombie-infested 1980s Texas, where you manage a group of survivors through eerie environments, scavenging and avoiding the undead to keep everyone safe. With a fresh twist inspired by This War of Mine, this unique take on the zombie genre is set for release in 2025, and we're excited to see how it unfolds. Next up, at number 11, is Ascent of Ashes. This game places you in a dystopian, post-apocalyptic world as a colony simulator. The top-down gameplay focuses on building bases, keeping survivors secure, and engaging in strategic, real-time with pause combat against aliens, soldiers, and other survivors. Its mix of base building, survival management, and combat strategy feels like a fresh take on the genre. The gritty, cel-shaded art style gives it a distinct look. Ascent of Ashes doesn't have a set release date, but should be hitting early access soon. At number 10, we have Arc Raiders. This free-to-play, third-person PvP shooter centers around scavenging and protecting supplies in a stunningly crafted wasteland. Developed by Embark Studios, known for the finals, it has been relatively quiet on updates, but the game stands out for its beautiful, detailed environments and quirky character designs. Arc Raiders brings a unique feel to the post-apocalyptic genre with its extraction-based gameplay, and we're hopeful to get more news soon. Coming in at number 9 is exeKiller. This first-person game blends Western and sci-fi themes in an alternate, post-apocalyptic future. Imagine a Blade Runner-inspired wasteland where you play a futuristic cowboy, complete with cool gadgets and a hover car. With character progression, story choices, and RPG elements in a semi-open world, it's a compelling concept for any sci-fi fan. exeKiller is currently scheduled for a 2025 release. At number 8, we have State of Decay 3. After a long wait, Undead Labs and Xbox released a new trailer this year, showing off more of this highly anticipated game. It looks to stay true to the series with its focus on managing survivors and supplies in a zombie-filled world. While specific gameplay changes aren't fully detailed, we're expecting a familiar mix of survival, zombie slaying, and managing the group dynamic. We're eager to see how they've refined the formula since the last installment. At number 7, we have John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. This co-op shooter delivers pure zombie-slaying fun, where you and a few friends fight off waves of undead and creatures in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. What makes it interesting is the vehicle-centered gameplay, keeping a badass truck intact as you drive through chaotic environments, using it as a weapon platform to defend yourselves. It's a fresh spin on the familiar horde shooter formula, giving the vehicle a core role in gameplay. With John Carpenter's name attached, it's bound to attract fans of both horror movies and games. There's no release date yet, but we're excited to see where it goes. Coming in at number 6 is Sand. Set in a vast PvP desert wasteland, this first-person shooter takes place in a world once ruled by the Austro-Hungarian Empire, now a sun-scorched ruin. You're not only looting and upgrading, but also maintaining giant walking bases that are essential for survival in this hostile environment. Battles play out like intense ship encounters, colliding bases, boarding enemies, and fighting for resources. It's a unique twist on open-world survival, and while there's no release date, it's definitely one to watch. Next at number 5 is The Forever Winter. This co-op tactical survival horror shooter takes place in a war-torn wasteland where players scavenge, loot, and survive amidst the remains of an ongoing battle between massive war machines. Imagine something like Terminator, where survivors hide in ruins while fighting off monstrous robots and enemies. It promises skill-based, challenging gameplay with some fantastic mech and creature designs. We don't have a release date yet, but the premise alone has us intrigued. At number 4 is Outbreak Island. This first-person survival horror game places you on a mysterious, monster-infested island. By day, you gather resources, craft tools, and fortify your shelter. By night, you fend off deadly creatures drawn by a temporal anomaly. Your customizable truck is central to exploration and survival, allowing you to venture out for supplies or make quick escapes. From the developers behind Breath Edge and Void Train, it brings a creative twist to the sandbox survival genre. We're eager to see more of this one. Coming in at number 3, we have Gears of War, Decay. This game serves as a prequel, taking us back to the original trilogy's gritty, war-torn setting and focusing on Marcus Phoenix during the chaotic onset of the Locust Horde invasion, known as Emergence Day. Developers have hinted at a darker, more intense vibe, similar to the original Gears of War. We've only seen a cinematic teaser so far, so it's likely still a ways off. At number 2 is Ashfall. This first-person survival action game is inspired by real events, taking place 5 years after the Windscale nuclear disaster in northern England. The setting has a distinct post-apocalyptic twist, blending Bioshock-like sci-fi vibes with a unique atmosphere. From Rebellion, the team behind Sniper Elite and Zombie Army, Ashfall feels like an exciting departure for them. It's expected in 2025. Finally, at number 1, we have Death Stranding 2, On the Beach. Hideo Kojima's next installment continues the tale of Sam Porter Bridges and his crew in a fractured U.S. filled with strange creatures, ghosts, and rain that ages anyone it touches. Without spoiling anything from the first game, the sequel promises even deeper exploration into this haunting world. While we probably won't see it until around 2025, fans of the original's mysterious landscapes and unique gameplay have a lot to look forward to. So there you have it, 15 upcoming post-apocalyptic games across various genres. As always, if there's a game you're watching for, let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video or discovered something new, a like helps us out. We post new content daily. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.